Hey everyone. So I wanted to make a short tutorial on how to use Snap Camera. This is an application that I've mentioned in in previous tutorials that I've made, but it's a fun way to add filters to either your Hangouts Meet or when you're making videos. So to get Snap Camera, you just need to Google Snap Camera. It's the first link here. And if I click on that link, it's going to give me the option to download. And this is available for Mac and PC. But keep in mind that there are minimum requirements for being able to use this. So generally, you need to at least have an i3 processor or the equivalent of that for a Mac. And if you do have an i3, it might be a little slow at times, especially if you're using it with other applications. But if you do have an i3 or something better than that, when you download this, it should work at the same time that you're using either Google Meet or if you're using OBS, for example. So once I've downloaded this, it's going to open like this, and you can see that I have my blue screen behind me that I'm using in OBS. And at the top here, I already have a filter activated. But if I press on main, I have all these different categories. And if I were to click on one of these, I have all these different filters. And when I click on one of those, it'll switch from one filter to another filter. So they have tons of different fun ones, and the kids seem to enjoy this. And when I've been recording my videos, I generally choose a different character for every one of my videos. But you just click on that and it's going to add that filter. Now sometimes this doesn't work, and what you'll need to do in that case is look in your task manager, which you can get to by pressing Ctrl-Alt-Delete. And if I press on that, I'm going to see my task manager here, and if I click on task manager, I can see what's running on my computer. And generally, I've noticed that when this doesn't show up, when it says the camera is being used by another application, I have to shut down the other applications that I have open. Generally, if I shut down Chrome, it'll work, or sometimes I need to shut down Snap Camera even though I've closed it when it said the camera wasn't available. It was still actually running in the background, and that's what prevented it from opening up. So I have to find that in here, I select it, and then I can press End Task, and then when I restart Snap Camera, it should work. But generally, that's what I have to do if it says that it's being used by another application. So once I have, this is the first application I need to open if I want to use this. Once I have this open and I've selected my character, if I go to Hangouts Meet and I try to open it, it's going to say that my camera's off or that it's failed. That's because it's being used by Snap Camera. However, in the bottom right-hand side, before I join my Meet, and remember you do this after you've opened Snap Camera, if I press on these three little buttons, I can press Switch Camera. And if I press Switch Camera, it's going to choose the other camera application that I have on my computer at that time. Now you'll notice I still have the blue screen here because it doesn't have the capability of removing the background like OBS does. But now I can see myself here. If I wanted to get rid of this, I need to shut down Snap Camera, I need to press Switch Camera, and it'll go back to normal. And I can also do that from the settings once I'm inside the chat. It'll give me the option to change my camera. So that's how I use this with Google Meet, and the students will see whatever filter I have here. The same thing is true if I go to OBS. So this is where I'm recording my video right now, and you can see that I have removed my background. And that's because down here, when I set up my video capture device, which is when I add my webcam, it'll also give me the option, when you press the plus sign in the bottom left-hand corner, and you press Add Video Capture Device. And when I do that, it's going to give me the option to select from different cameras on my computer. And just like Google Meet, if I have Snap Camera already open, then I'll have that as an option. It'll say Snap Camera. It'll say Webcam and Snap Camera. So if I press Snap Camera, then I can add that in here, and I can use these two applications simultaneously and make a video for my students with a filter on, which at least is a way to engage them a little bit more. They seem to enjoy it. They've been commenting on the videos that I've been sending them for class. It's just kind of a fun tool to use in class to get your students a little bit more engaged and have a little bit more fun with either your videos or with your live sessions. But if you run into any problems using this, let me know, and we can try to troubleshoot it together. Otherwise, if you want to know about other tools like this, let me know.